Welcome back. Today we're going to have a busy day. I think we might get 3 pages done today. We are making Frilly Fun from my Etsy shop, the Quiet Cat Paper Co. This is the guide, which comes with all the measurements that you need to cut by hand. It comes with cut files to use your silhouette and also templates. So again, you can find this at my Etsy shop, and that the link is down below. Let me get that out of the way. So we started with page 1, then we did 2, 3, and last time we did 4 and 5. Let's find 5. Here's 5. And we are using, just draw a blank, Fall Break from Cartabella for the cards, for the pattern paper, and the cardstock is artisan cardstock, and I believe it's dark green, I think it's called, or maybe it's just green, and that's from Country Craft Creations, as is the pattern paper. Okay, so today we're going to do page 6, 7, and maybe 8. These are all pretty straightforward, simple pages. So this is page 6, and it's got a little flip pocket. And 7 we may get to is the fold out. I'm pretty sure we will get to 7, and then 8 just has a vellum pocket. So we may be able to get all 3 of these done today. All right, so here is, let's see, we're going to do this page goes on the back of 5. So let me get this. So here's 5. It is directional. If you're directional, make sure you know top from bottom. So this is going to be a flip page, and here's our 2 pieces that we need for that, the pocket. All right, and they're going to go on this side. So let me move that out of the way and get my scoreboard, and let's get right to it. All right, so the way this works, okay, is this piece is going to be, is going to have a, let me move it so you can see, has a 1/2 inch score. So you're going to put the 2 and I believe it's 7/8 piece, and then you're going to score it by a 1/2 inch here. Okay, and you know what, let me get the book so you can kind of see where we're going with this. Hang on a second. Just let me get this out of here. Just, oops, wrong one. This one. Okay. Let me just sort of lift it up so you see if you can see it. The way this one works is this piece, I don't know if you can see, it's pretty dark. This piece here is just like a regular flap. Okay, it's going to have a score. We're going to score it here. And then on this side of it, we're just attaching the pocket. Okay, so I think you'll see as we go along, but at least you can sort of see what we're working towards. Let me get this. There. All right, let me get that out of the way. Okay, so we've scored here. Again, we're going to treat this just like any other pocket and score 3 sides. Whoops, that's not the one I want. At 1/2 inch. This one we're just going to score at 1/2 inch to form the flap. All right, so let me raise my bone folder. Here it is, and we're done with that. All right, so just going to fold that like that. Okay. All right, so this is the flap that's going to go. Here's our page. All right. So this flap is going to go in here, right? And then this is going to form a pocket that's going to be applied to the outside of it. All right. Does that make sense? I think it does. Let's go ahead and, do I want to put the tape? You know what? I think I'm going to trim this first, and then I'll put the tape. We'll do opposite of what we did last time. See that? All right. And let's put the tape on all of our pieces. You can see this page is going to go together quickly. I'm going to cut this at an angle just to get it started. That might be a little steeper angle than I need, but that's okay. There we go. Just like that. I'll cut that little piece off that's hanging over. Oops, cut a little too far, but that's all right. I won't do any harm. Okay, just like that. All right, and now, did I go up the fold? I did not. Okay, so let's burnish this really well. Just like that. And this one, the tape goes on the inside. All right, and then we're going to trim these tabs a little bit. Gosh, somebody's got a TV on really loud. I hope you can't hear it. All right, so now I'm going to just pull up these, pull the tape up off the side tabs. We've done this before, and just put the bottom down. Okay, now set that aside for a second. We're going to attach that after we do this. Okay, so this is directional, so I want to make sure that we attach the flap in the right place. So this is top, so it's going to go on this side. This is the spine. So you just want to pull off the tape. Make sure that the side with the sticky tape is up when you put the tab in. Okay, and then don't go past your fold line. And press. Okay, there's that. And then you're going to take your pocket and attach the pocket to the outside of the flap, just aligning it up. Oh, I put that too high. Do I want to leave it there? I'm going to take it off. All right. Sometimes it's a little hard for me to see. This will be easy. Just a little bit of this undo, which is a lifesaver. As you can see, it comes right up. Doesn't hurt the sticky tape, but doesn't hurt the paper. Okay, well, that's pretty much dry. Let's try that again and be a little bit more careful this time. That's better. Okay. Now, before we mat this, we need to put magnets. And for this, I'm going to use, these are the large basic gray magnets. You can get these at Joann's, I think. I'm not sure. I know Country Craft Creations has them. And, oops. They are very, very sticky. All right. And so you just want to put one magnet right in the center of the flap where it'll be easily covered by a mat. And I'm looking for a scrap of paper here, which obviously I have a lot. Oh, these aren't actually scraps. They'll be mats for something else, but that'll work. So I'm just going to put that there. If you don't put something between these magnets, when you try to stick them down, you may have a hard time getting them apart. Just like that. And then just close the pocket. Just like that. Okay, so now you've got your magnet in place. Now we just need to add our mats. Okay, so these are going to be our mats. Let's go ahead and get them inked up. Again, I am using Distress Ink Walnut Stain. This is not the oxide, just the walnut stain. You can use whatever you want, of course, or whatever you think looks good. I don't actually own very many inks. I have this one. I have the oxide of the walnut stain. I have Vintage Photo and Black Soot, and those are the ones I use almost all the time. And I have just a couple of the little tiny ones that came in a set. I guess there's 4 of those, and I don't use those too often. Mostly I use those to dye seam binding, because there's a pink and a blue, and they're good for that. But I found the Vintage Photo, the Black Soot, and the Walnut Stain pretty much cover everything I need. There's a couple of lighter ones that I'd like to get, but just don't have them. Okay, so this one's going to go here, and then this one is going to go there. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm terrible about putting the pin back in my glue. And the nozzle on this bottle, of course, is tiny, so it clogs up quickly. All right, hang on. Although partly it's because it's so empty, you really should refill it. You know, that's pretty. No, I'm going to go with the pumpkins, the acorns. It's a problem with double-sided papers. It's hard to pick which side is prettier, which side you want to use sometimes. All right, let's put this one down. Okay. Definitely put too much glue. Let me grab a little cloth or something to wipe that. I have a habit sometimes of using a little too much glue. Okay. And this one. Now, if you are making this page and you're not cutting it out from the cut files that I gave you when you got the guide, just go ahead and leave that straight. Just like before, you leave it straight, or use a punch or a die and cut your own edge, and then adjust the mats to fit. That looks nice. Okay, and then this one is the polka dots. Whoops. Let me just open that flat to make it a little easier. Okay, page 6. Okay, that was pretty easy, right? And I could trim these on page 5 a little long. There we go. moving right along. All right, so we have, whoops, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, and page 6. All right, now let's move on to page 7, which is very easy. All right, so we need another new base. This is our last base. And then we need this flap. And we need our scoreboard. All right. So you want to lay this piece in your scoreboard. And let me get my other scoring tool. You want to score this at 1/2 inch. Okay. Then you want to score it at 4.5 inches. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to, okay, so fold that over, burnish it well. And then you want to take this piece, hang on, and I'm going to fold it this way to start. These fold outs, I like to fold them both ways. All right, and it's actually going to go like this in the book, okay? So that's the tab, and then it's going like that. Let me show you. Realized once again I forgot my pen. Okay, whoops. All right. So here's the page. It flips like that. All right. So hold on, let me pull it out and say it again. All right. So this goes in there like that, and then flips out. Okay. This is pretty easy. The tape is going to go on the inside. Like that. And like that. And since nothing's on this one, it doesn't matter except that it needs to go on one of the sides. Okay. All right, tape up, goes in there, inside. Do not go past the fold, and press. Okay. Just like that. Easy, right? Okay. Now we're going to need to mat this, and you're going to need for this page 4 of the full-size base mats, okay? And then you're going to need 2 that are a little narrower to account for this frilly edge, okay? So I'm going to get my mats and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got my mats, and we just need to ink. All right. And this one. Okay. Here we go. Now we have 4 of the full size and 2 of the smaller ones. So where is, let's see. This page is going to be facing, let me see. this page is going to be facing this page. So I definitely don't want that. And I don't want that because that's already there. Okay, so that's easy enough. So that one is going to go there. So we'll start with this one. Right? Now, let me just think before I go too far where I want to put magnets. Okay, all right, we're gonna put a magnet here, so this one's fine. Let's go ahead and do this one. All right. This out of the way, give myself a fairly flat spot. Again, you're going to need to adjust this mat for the width of whatever you use for that frilly edge. Okay. Now on this side, before we mat it, we need to put a magnet, and we're going to use these basic grays again. So we're going to have to go through a lot of layers. Whoop. And we are going to put this one right in the center. And let's put the mats. Although this shouldn't be too bad. What we want this one to do, okay, so that's where that's going. All right, can you see what I did? This is folded, right? And then lift it up, folded. Put a couple of your mats there just to make sure it's okay. Snap this magnet into, just let it grab. Pull the backing off the magnet, just like that. And then press. All right. Okay. So now, I'm just going to leave those for a second while we continue. So now we need to put this mat, which I'm using down here somewhere. Right? What did I do with it? That's not it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this one is going to go here. This one. Okay. Keep wanting to put the wrong one down there. There we go. I can't believe we're almost into September and Labor Day's around the corner. I'm starting to think about Christmas presents and maybe get working on those. I ordered several Christmas collections, which I hope to have, I don't know, in the next week or so. I've got Santa Baby already here, and then I ordered one of the G45 ones. I think it's called Christmas Magic. That should be coming soon. And then I just ordered another one today, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's really cute. So, all right, now, all right, so this goes like this. So we need one here, and one here, and we've already got that one. All right, did I miss one? No, I should have. Oh, this is for page 8. Okay. So I know I want these gourds and pumpkins because I love that page, and I haven't really used it. And I think I'll save this one so I don't have it right next to it. And we'll use these flowers here. Maybe. Maybe the stripes. What do you think? I love the stripes. I'm just I'm afraid this might, is this too same old, same old? Oh, I dither so much over my mats. Nope, we're gonna go with that. And then, what's on this? Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to put the stripes next to the spots. Changed my mind. Stripes here. And then I'm hanging on to this one. All right, whoops. Flip this up. And then that one. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. I mean, am I the only one who does that? Do you guys dither over your mats like that? Tell me down below. Reassure me that I'm not like the only one who's a little obsessive about that. When I first started making mini albums, and I just found choosing mats and making the inserts and the tags and all that stuff so difficult. I just had such a hard time making up my mind. I was so afraid of making a mistake, and honestly, you really can't make a mistake. Should I do that like that? I think I will. But I did. I mean, I've gotten past it. Now I really enjoy doing those things, but I still do take my time about it and dither quite a bit. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put that sideways, just for a little different. Oh. I like that. Yeah, since these go vertically, having a little horizontal looks nice. Perfect. You could even journal there on those lines. Okay, there's that. Now, I'm saving this piece. So I'm going to put this piece here. This piece is going to be for page 8. That is page 7. Now the circle pull that we're going to make for that, we're going to do that later when we get to doing our tags and inserts. So you're done with that for now. That looks great. And let's real quick, what do we want to do? I think we're going good on time. So let's do page 8. And I am going to grab what I need for that and be right back. So I've got the mat that I set aside, and then I've got the vellum for the pocket. And this is 4.5 by 4 1/4. And you can cut this with your silhouette. There is a template for it in the silhouette cut files. However, I'm just reaching for my scoreboard here. I just really didn't feel like resetting my machine to cut vellum, so I just cut it by hand. All right. Now, you have to be extremely careful when you are scoring vellum, because you'll go right through it in the blink of an eye. So, this is the 4.5, and we're going to use 1/4 inch, get some of this stuff out of the way, 1/4 inch score lines on this page. I'm looking for the little cover for my scissors. There it is. Okay, so we're going to use 1/4 inch score lines, and we're going to be very gentle, and I'm going to use the larger end of my scoring tool to try and prevent myself from going right through this vellum. All right, so 1/4 inch and a 1/4 inch. Oops, that's 1/8. I think. No, that's 1/4. Okay, 1/4 by a 1/4, and then you want to turn it. And that does not look like a 1/4. Well, and a 1/4. All right, let me just make sure I got that one scored right, because it does not look right. Okay. Well, I guess that's right. This stuff, even when it's scored, is hard to fold. Partly because you're trying to be so careful with it. All right, so let's do the bottom first and burnish it. And then we'll do this side and burn. Whoa, see? I wasn't careful. All right. Well, that's kind of a mess. All right, figure that out. This side, and then we're going to check for fit, because it's so tricky to fold that odds are I didn't fold it right. Well, I did pretty well. Okay, now I am going to tape this. Even though I'm going to rip part of this off, I'm going to tape it first just to give it a little stability. That's, you know, I almost feel like I want to use 1/8 inch tape. I really don't want this to show. I'm going to use, yeah, I'm going to use 1/8 inch. That's better. Fold this because I'm going to trim out those corners. That. Okay, and then just like all the other pockets, we're going to trim the corners. All right. And put the sides in first. Make sure you can see. Pull up the tape on the sides and attach the bottom. Okay, now I'm putting that tape back because I'm not ready to pull it off yet. Now you need to decide where you want to rip it, or if you want to rip it. If you don't, just leave it whole. I am going to rip it at, I don't know, about 1 inch, give or take. A little more maybe, I'm guessing. There we go. And then I'm just gonna trim those side tabs again, just to make sure they, look how that's all sticking to my scissors. Okay, get that off there. And now I am gonna ink this vellum, at least along the top edge. I think I'll ink the sides too. I don't really want it to look too pristine. Give it quite a bit. Okay. And let's get that out of the way. Make myself some room. All right, now let's see. This is the top right here, so the pocket's going here. All right. go over too soon. I'm having a hard time here with the, I'm making a shadow on my work. Okay, that's a little big, but that's all right. Nothing a little ink or a little fold won't take care of. You know what? It slid off to the side a little bit. Okay, that's fine. All right, now this piece, this mat, is going to slide in here, right? Just like that. So let's go ahead and do that. Refill this bottle before I do any more. Let's see. There we go. There's plenty in there. Now this is the bottom, and I'm not going to put too much glue down there because I don't want it seeping out and gluing my pocket closed. All right, let's just get rid of some of that. And then we just want to slide that in. Oops. All right, just there. That art glitter glue tends to grab on in a hurry, so you don't have a lot of time to play with it. You just got to get it where it belongs. Okay, that is page 8, the last of our pages. So now, the next time we're going to make the cover. We'll be moving right along. All right, so let's review our pages. This is page 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. All of our pages are done. So I hope you haven't had too much trouble with it, and are patient with my mistakes. I seem to have fumbled my way through this one a little bit. I'm sorry. And next time we meet, we will do the covers. We'll make the covers and the binding, and we'll put the pages into the book. And I don't know how far we'll get. That may be all we do. And then the next time after that, we'll do the inserts. Okay? So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when we do the next video. Comment down below with any questions, comments, whatever. I'd appreciate any comments. And feel free to follow me on Instagram at The Quiet Cat Paper Co. or Facebook at The Quiet Cat Paper Co. And if you want to purchase the guide, you can do so at my Etsy shop, which is linked down below as well. I have also linked many of the items that I've used in making this album. So thanks again. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.